Welcome back everyone to another SakuraSuccubus 5, and if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share to your friends and loved ones. If you're not new, you know the drill. Watch this video up to the end or watch some of my videos, other videos to be exact. Other than that, welcome back. Okay, let's see. Going back to the game, Hazel presses her body against my other side while resting a hand on my shoulder. Okay. Now both of them are sidled up to me, sandwiching me between their voluptuous bosoms. Excuse me? You want to stick with me, don't you, Hiroki? No, I don't think my darling would rather stay with me. Wait, no, I think No, he wants to stay with me. Goodness, my future husband is so popular. Perhaps I ought to feel jealous. But as your adoring wife, I feel nothing but happiness for you, my beloved. I'm glad, I guess, that Hifumi seems so amused by this whole production, but what's going on? Who's that guy Hazel and Miss Wakatsuki are clinging to? Is he an acquaintance of theirs? A boring, ordinary-looking man like that? There's no way. They look like they're on friendly terms, though. I've never seen Miss Wakatsuki cling to a man like that. I thought she was supposed to be the strong, independent type. They look very cozy. No, wait, don't tell me. A member of the crowd gasps, then jabs a finger in my direction. That can't be the man Miss Yamamoto spoke of during the National Karate Championships, can it? Huh? What are you talking about? Miss Yamamoto said there was a man she was fond of, one she loved above all else. Could it be him? Are you saying this boring man, is dating Yamamoto Hifumi? There's no way, Jose. I refuse to believe it. Excuse me, once again. Oh, it seems I've caused quite a disturbance. I'd like to try and clear matters up. Not that the crowd that's formed about us is laboring under a misunderstanding per se, but before I can... Yes, that is correct. Oh, crap. Hifumi announces, one hand upon her breast, a gentle smile upon her face. Hiroki is indeed very precious to me, but I'm not the only one blessed to be his beloved. He is also intimately familiar with my dear friends Marina and Hazel. We all love one another very much and we are exceedingly close. Do you not think that this is wonderful? Oh, GG fam. Public enemy number 1 for males, Hiroki. Forgot his last name. I grit my teeth together. It'd be impossible to talk my way out of this now. Hifumi's as good as sealed my fate. Now all these guys are glaring at me like they want to dismember me in more ways than one. My limbs aren't my only body parts in immediate danger here. So this is Ogasawara Hiroki. He's more plain looking than I thought. Why is he so popular? That's not fair. Some people get all the luck. The crowd are, for the most part, bemoaning my popularity, but other, more opportunistic members of the peanut gallery seem to be regarding this as a chance to make a quick buck. A couple of people whip out phones, and before I can say no photos, they start snapping. This will be a huge scoop. I bet the magazines will pay a lot for this. A candid photo like this must be worth a prince's ransom. I'll be rich. Thank you, Hiroki, for generating so much drama. I groaned. I suppose I should have foreseen that this would happen given my close relations with so many famous women. In fact, it's a bit surprising all my affairs haven't been leaked to the press yet. I've been doing a good job of keeping my relationships under wraps, but it looks like the cat's out of the bag now. In time, everybody will know about me. Yup, the MC of this whole universe. You're all side characters in my story, Hiroki said. And my relationship with Hifumi, going back to it. Everybody will know about me and my relationship with Hifumi, Marina, and Hazel, as if my life wasn't difficult enough already. My co-workers already hate me, and they don't have concrete proof of all my relationships just yet. This photo, however, of Marina and Hazel clinging to me will change everything. Jeez, I sigh. Forget sleeping on the flight. I'll be too busy worrying about this to get a moment's rest. Why must my life be so very difficult? Oh, worries me. I have if only he could like give out for a fellow man, you know? 16 hours later, give out one of those Power members. But at the same time, that's NDR. I don't like that. Well, that was miserable. I stumbled through the airport, which for some reason looks an awful lot like the airport back in Japan. My luggage in tow. The flight from Japan to Astoria took about 13 hours, but the flight wasn't a direct one, and we had to wait in Germany for 2 hours for a connecting flight. I don't like flying much in general, and I've never been so far afield from Japan before in my life. I feel uncomfortably sticky, despite it being rather chilly, and there's a foul taste in my mouth that won't go away. I wasn't able to get any sleep at all on the flight, despite being booked into first-class seats, and I feel like death walking. Well, he should be, you know, the world knows that he's doing all these women. The food they serve on the flight wasn't much to write home about either. If I wasn't as tired as I was, I'd probably be starving. Food is the last thing in my mind, however. My stomach feels all jumbled up after a fairly rough landing and my head is pounding. I want to find my hotel stat and then go to sleep. The sun hasn't set yet, though I think it should be sinking in an hour or so, but I don't care about petty things like societal norms or even keeping a healthy schedule. I can't think of anything except going to bed and getting some shut-eye, damn it. I feel tired, sullen, and sulky, therefore as I drag my way through the sleek, shiny airport, Hifumi, Marina, and Hazel in tow. Jesus. Oh, so this is the title or cover of the game. Excuse me again, sorry. Horrible cough. Sleepy has a horrible cough. And back pains. Greetings everybody, it's most wonderful to see you once more. I am most gratified to see you again, mistress. Thank you very much for accepting my invitation. This truly is a happy day. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I could blessed. Oh no, that's just silent E. Blessed. I could bow before you in thanks. But fate, it would seem, has other ideas. No sooner have I stumbled out of the airport's entrance, my succubus retinue in tow, than I find myself set upon by a cheerful blonde girl attired in a luxurious blue dress. I recognize this blonde girl, though I've never met her before. She is none other than the Princess of Astoria herself, Stephania Sophia Maria Isabella of Astoria. Geez, try saying that 5 times in a row. I could. I didn't think as I hauled my sorry carcass through the airport that I'd be greeted by this country's princess of all people. This really is a royal reception. Stephania isn't alone either. She's flanked by several men in dark suits and sunglasses. Bodyguards, I guess. And behind her to her left is a young woman clad in black and white, freely attired. Could she be a maid? Oh, could she be a maid? Hiroki, I don't think so. Nah, yeah, she is. Clearly. I meet the Mr. Woman's eyes, and she curtsies neatly before me. Greetings, my name is Elizabeth, and I'm Princess Stephania's top maid. Wherever she goes, I follow. She was determined to welcome your party to Astoria in person, for it was at her request that you have found yourself hence. I look forward to serving you, Miss... Sorry, excuse me again for the cough. I look forward to serving you, Miss Yamamoto. Elizabeth's eyes meet Hifumi's. And you too, Miss Wakatsuki. Charmed. And you, Miss Williams. Being called Miss is kind of funny. I don't know if it really suits me. And you, Mr. Gasawara. The way this maid speaks is awfully polite. I'm starting to feel like royalty myself. She and Stephania make for quite the pleasing pair, superimposed as they are against the sunset sky. I wonder which of the two is the more attractive, Maid, sorry. Yeah, it's gotta be Elizabeth. I mean, she is a maid. What's not to love? Exactly, my man of culture Hiroki right there. But Sleepy, you picked the option. Yeah, I did. Something about the black and white dress of hers really gets me going. Whoa. Maids are truth, justice, and love. I'm sorry, Stephania, but a princess though you might be, you can never hope to compare to a genuine maid. May I help you with your cases? What? Oh no. I shake my head, somewhat abashed. Don't put yourself out for me. You can help Hifumi and the others if you want, but I'm a guy, so I should really take care of my own luggage. Oh, do not worry about that. You're a guest. Like Lizzie said, your comfort is of paramount importance. Well, that's nice. As a maid, it is my duty to help you with your belongings. Nothing gives me greater pleasure than working for the sake of others. Well, that is her job, so, you know. Please allow me. Elizabeth reaches forth to take my suitcase before I can protest. My case isn't particularly heavy. I didn't pack all that much. And she has no issue with it, despite my gentlemanly grandstanding. I guess I didn't have fuss. Izila Bibil? Huh? Nani? Nande? Nani des? Nani desu ka? Elizabeth takes Hifumi's suitcase next, then Hazel's, then Marina's. Marina in particular has brought quite a lot with her, yet Elizabeth's grip upon the handles of these myriad cases doesn't falter. She's I guess we would call her Hime-sama in Japanese. Stephania Hime-sama. She doesn't look at all perturbed either by the burden she's now carrying. I don't know, sorry. Like some Japanese words are just popping in my head. And no, I'm not fluent in Japanese, clearly. Is she some sort of super maid? Maybe she hits the gym every night. After completing her household duties, I have to wonder now whether she's secretly ripped beneath the puffy sleeves of her outfit. That'll be hot. Now once more, still smiling, Stephania extends her arm towards us. Welcome to Astoria. I hope your stay is a pleasant one. Naturally, you shall be residing in Astoria's palace during your stay on the outskirts of Rosenberg. You deserve nothing less than the best. The palace? I gawp at the princess, my eyes agog. But that's much too fancy for the likes of me. I'm just a peon. I only had a room in a hotel booked. Oh, pish posh, how can they let you stay in a hotel when the palace has dozens upon dozens of rooms which are left unused? There's more than enough space for you. Please do not be shy. If you are indeed my mistress' partner, then you must be a special sort of man indeed. Nobody could be more worthy of my hospitality. I have already talked things through with my mother and father, and they did not pose any objections. They seemed happy, in fact, that the many empty wings of the palace could finally be put to good use. Now let us depart. You must be exhausted. Oh, sleepy? Exhausted? Always. That's my secret. Before that, however, her green eyes twinkling, Stephania darts forwards and like a little rabbit spreads her lips first to Hifumi's cheek, then Marina's, then Hazel's, and finally... This is a classic Astorian greeting, Stephania says by way of explanation after drawing her lips away from me. It is a basic gesture of courtesy, and as a princess it would be remiss of me not to offer it unto you. I would hate to be rude, particularly during our first meeting. I hope you will find me an agreeable hostess, and do remember, Stephania beams, any friends of my mistress is a friend of my own. I'm very much looking forward to spending time with you all. That's nice and dandy, but where's the food, homie? The palace, as Stephania said, isn't located too far away from Rosenberg. It is built on the city's outskirts, about an hour or so away from it proper. I'm ferried to the palace in style and luxury, in a black limousine that must have cost an extortionate amount of money. I can't help but gasp as the car pulls up outside the palace walls, at how grand and imposing a building it is. I look up pictures of the palace online before my trip to Astoria, so I had a pretty good approximation of its appearance. But seeing it in reality is different to seeing it on the grainy photos uploaded on the net. Astoria's palace is grand. It's a grand building which looks like something straight from a fairy tale. The palace's entrance is supported by marble columns, and there is an impressive series of stone steps leading up to the vast front doors. The palace is inlaid with windows, all decorated with window boxes full of verdant flowers, and a quick glance shows that the building, all told, has 4 impressively stacked floors. It's such a large structure I have to tip my head back to take it all in. I can scarcely believe I'll be staying here of all places. I was all prepared to keep in a hotel during the 2 weeks of my holiday, but Princess Stephania evidently had other ideas. Stephania said her parents approve all this, but I have to wonder how she was able to talk them around. Do they often let members of the rabble stay in their expensive home? Interesting. Does the queen or whatever monarchy or patriarchy, patriarchy, wrong. Excuse me. Monarchy of any country, right? Did they just let anybody go in? Can it be done as a tourist? I feel distinctly unworthy, but I'm not stupid enough or ungrateful enough to look this particular gift horse in the mouth. If Stephania wants me to stay here, then I have no choice but to indulge in her hospitality. She is a princess after all. I'm helped out of the limo upon arriving at the palace by Elizabeth, who similarly handles my luggage. Feeling a bit like a celebrity, I'm buoyed through the palace's expansive gardens and up the stone steps to its entrance. Once arriving indoors, Elizabeth then guides me through the palace. She leads me through a veritable rabbit warren of twisting, turning corridors until we eventually arrive at the chamber in which I am to spend the night. I am to spend the night. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna end this right here. You know, we're going to a 60-minute mark. So if you're new to this channel, you know, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment to support this channel. Keep it living. You know, if you're not new, you know the drill. Share it with your friends and loved ones, both new and old. Other than that, thank you for watching once again. And I'll be seeing you in the next episode of SakuraSuccubus 5. Stay safe, everybody. Good luck on anything what you're doing right now. And bye!